It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and the focus is on the Thunderbirds' leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Thunderbirds and the Mounties on EA Sports.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Mounties of St. Louis taking on the Thunderbirds of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll go right back to Roundtree.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Roundtree going to get it on the counter.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now.
Now a give running right, Roundtree.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
They'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here with Roundtree. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
First down, Mounties.
Straight ahead, here's Roundtree. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Operating from the gun, Matthews. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Thunderbirds are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Roundtree at the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The throw over the middle taken in. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2. Now 2nd and 5 as they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 5. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That is caught, and he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Hand off here to Roundtree.
Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Matthews. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Matthews. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Matthews. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Throw left side complete. That's Curtis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wolf. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Thunderbirds are able to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Another run now for Roundtree.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Allen's got it over the middle. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Operating from the gun. Matthews.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Throwing on first down. Matthews. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they go. And it's a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Give left side here for Roundtree.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Matthews. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin south of the border, and I mean way south, in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. The Orbits trying to pick up the late season W, something they've only done twice to this point all year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were losers back on Thursday night. 24-10 was your final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Tigers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
62 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Matthews.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Matthews. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw here, hold in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On 4th down, Matthews. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
78 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 36-yard line.
On the give is Roundtree.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the St. Louis first down.
Here's Roundtree.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Looking to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He needed 2. He only got 1. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Throwing to start the drive.
Matthews, and that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Matthews looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On first down, Matthews. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
And 5 at the 17-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He's got Allen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Roundtree. Gets past one man.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll run with Roundtree.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Mounties.
On the run is Roundtree.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Roundtree.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And the St. Louis first down.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
15 yards on the play, first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. That one goes.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one. As that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify.
2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
3rd and 3.
Up the middle they go. It's Wolf. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 of the 19. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Chicago, the win is number 9 for them.